You know this guy? We are his video editors. So what is the story? How can you get someone like Sebb as your client? And what did I learn by working with him? And it's not what you think.
I've never been more excited to film a video in my entire life. My name is Sebastian Ghiorghiu, and in this video, we're gonna keep it simple. Just like Sebastian, what kind of business should I start?
So first of all, we have to talk about the story. On this channel, I always talk about having multiple skills because it's easier to get clients. And this is the perfect example for that. Because Sebastian Ghiorghiu was searching for a thumbnail designer, and I noticed that. This was 1 year ago. I applied and created thumbnails for him for free, just to show what I can do. He saw it, and to my surprise, he emailed me back that I won. I was one of the thumbnail designers that he wanted for his YouTube channel. So I started out as a thumbnail designer. But then again, I did something which I already talked about on my channel as well. I upselled him. I was thinking that, yeah, creating thumbnails are great, but I want to do more. So I created a short for him. I told him to upload it and see what happens. There weren't many short form agencies back then. And when he uploaded the video, it done very well and he loved the editing. So he texted me that he wants to call me. And I was so nervous, like, what does he want? And when I picked up, he told me that he wants me to become his YouTube video editor. And yeah, it's a great story, but do you realize what's behind it? Because for this job, I didn't need 1 skill, I didn't need 2 skills, I needed 3 skills to have in my arsenal to be able to work for him. I was thumbnail designer first and I edited shorts, and then I transitioned into long form content. So be sure to master 1 skill that you are really good at, but have other skills that you can also offer to make more money, to have more clients, and to be more unreplaceable. Just to be clear, I don't do thumbnails and shorts for him anymore. So how do you get a client like Sebb? Well, you need a social media account and skills. And if you have a social media account and you have a skill that you love to do, now you have 2 ways to find a client. One way is to check your social media account. I advise to use Twitter because a lot of jobs are there on Twitter. If you see a job, you should apply to it. You should apply to contests as well. Because some people say that if you create a thumbnail and I pick yours, you get $100 and you become my thumbnail designer. So if you see anything like this, you have to take the opportunity. Because if they pick someone else and not you, it's done. You aren't getting paid. Also, you can try to work with high value clients, but if you don't have the skill, what are you going to offer? If you can't fulfill the services, why would they choose you? So you have to look deep in yourself and think about, am I good enough? Because I know you are good enough, but you have to train yourself to be good enough. You have to be positive, but the positivity has to come from being able to work, being able to get things done. If you're an editor and you just can't edit, you aren't smooth, your cuts doesn't make sense, you aren't showing any emotions in the edit, do you think you really can get a client? And the other way to get high value clients is to cold email them, create work for them and send it to them. So in my case, if I want to be Sebb's editor, I would probably create a short form video, I will probably create a long form video to show that I can edit videos for him, and this personalized experience will make them click the video and will make them watch it. And I know it's easier with some jobs because, for example, thumbnails, you can create them without having actual footage, and with editing it's kind of hard to create a long form video without having any resources. So what I suggest is to create a short form video for that dream client and then send it to them and say that you are trying to become his video editor, so he should send you a video that you will edit for free. It's hard to say no to a free video edit. Even if they don't use your video, they see what you can do. But whatever you do, you have to create a product for the email that you send. You can't send an email like, I want to work for you, and that's it. They won't even open it. So create something for them, personalized video, thumbnail, script, show them what you can do, and they might even hire you. Also, if you create these videos, you can upload it to Twitter. It can be a bigger reach as well. A new trend among editors in Twitter is I re-edited Sebb's intro, and took a voiceover and re-edited the whole intro. And that's amazing because it showcases the most important part of the video and showcases your skills to that specific client. And on Twitter, tweets can really go viral. 1 tweet can be life-changing for you. So create a video, send it to cold email and post it on your social media. And by social media, I highly advise to use Twitter. Okay, so now you learned how to get high-value clients from my own experience. So let's dig deeper and let me tell you what I learned from working with Sebb. 1. Network is your net worth. Although this saying is not 100% true, I believe that 1 man can change your life forever. And this is what happened with me as well. Because 1 year ago, before I started working with Sebb, I wasn't a really well-known editor. I'm not very well-known right now as well, but I'm just saying that nobody knew my name. And the moment that I started to work with Sebb, everything changed. And I'm not talking about Twitter followers because, yeah, I grew on Twitter as well. I'm talking about connections. I got connected with Way, another content creator who I got to work with because of a video with Sebb. Again, Bradway tweeted that he needs an editor, and I DM'd him that I am Sebb's editor and I edited the video that you and Sebb are in. And he responded that, oh man, I love that video. So it was so much easier to work together. The key here is to give so much value to them, and then, just then, start to ask for value back. And no, it's not about just money, it's more about social circles and liking your tweets so you have a bigger reach. All this stuff worth more than a couple $100. It's like getting access to a social circle that somebody else has been building for the last 20 years. And I'm not saying that I'm fully in Sebb's circle, but it gave me advantages that I wouldn't have before working with him. Just like the example with Bradway. Every day I get messages like, oh, I like Sebb's videos, can you edit for me? The next thing that I learned from him is that you have to always improve. This is obvious, but you don't realize that you don't push yourself enough. When you're starting out and trying to learn something new, you will go ahead and you will work to try to soak up all the knowledge and to learn the program, learn the skill, or learn something new. But after like 20 hours, you learn the basics and you feel like you are okay, but you shouldn't stop improving. And with Sebb, he always made sure that our next video is better than our previous one. And this made us really push ourselves to improve our editing to put him on the new level. And of course, after a while it wasn't really noticeable because it was just a few images there, a new font here or a new animation here. But if you go back a year ago to Sebb's channel and check his videos comparing to now, it's a lot different. So I advise to sometimes take a look at your past work and to see how much did you improve and know that you are making progress. And this is one of the main points from the book Atomic Habits. Slowly growing and getting 1% better every single day will have a huge reward. And the last thing I learned from him is to be a good person to be around. Now this he didn't teach me, it wasn't in his videos, but I saw it while I worked with him. He was very respectful and very nice to everyone. He wasn't late, and just because he was the boss, he didn't think that, oh, I'm so much better than you. He treated us with respect because he knew we are valuable to him. And a connection like this is so much more than just client and editor connection. Because yes, the channel is Sebb, but there is a team behind it. There is a production team that helps him to create the best videos possible. And being a part of that is amazing. But it wouldn't be amazing if he was selfish, if he had an ego, if he didn't pay us well, just didn't care about us. So whether you are a big CEO and you have hundreds of employees, or you just have a friend to work with, look at yourself and think about how good is it to work with you. Would you enjoy working with yourself if you're someone else? So this is all the things that I learned from Sebb. Network, always improve, and be a good person to be around. But people who watch this channel know that if you don't take action, this video doesn't matter. You have to do something about it to make it work. Have you written notes while watching this video? Will you actually do anything with this information after the video is ended? Or will you continue to watch another one and another one and another one? Because I'd rather have you take action and be successful than watch another video of mine. So I hope you become successful, and I hope we meet at the top, because you and I have a big mountain to climb.